I'm sick to my soul. I gave you control. It feels I'm hanging at the end of my rope. I wanna believe that there is still hope. Now I'm hanging in the valley.
Eu sou o Marcos, do site A Ilha do Metal. A primeira pergunta, vocês estão lançando um novo álbum. E depois de mais de 20 anos de carreira, como vocês se sentem a cada novo álbum? O que mudou para vocês gravando um álbum?
You guys releasing a new album now after more than 20 years, 20-year career. How does it feel like every time you release a new album?
Well, there's been albums since.
No, he's saying.
I know.
Oh.
Sorry.
Just having a playful moment.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
How is it
What is it
different?
like to, every time you release
I feel
an
like
album,
I'm.
what is it feeling?
It feels like I'm standing naked in front of like 5,000 people and they're all judging me. You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying,
Yeah.
but exciting at the same time.
We're usually more excited than terrified because we feel the music so deeply, and you know, we have such a strong fan base and they follow us. You know, we could maybe write a country song and they might like it.
Who knows?
I don't know, but yeah, we enjoy exploring the boundaries of what we've done before and pushing them farther. Further?
Yes.
Bom, eles falaram que é como se estivessem nus em frente a 5.000 pessoas, né, pela primeira vez, mas eles sempre tentam explorar novos caminhos em cada disco, então é uma sensação muito gratificante estar lançando um novo disco.
We have to make our answers shorter, huh? So you don't have to remember so much.
But they understand everything.
Yeah, you get the point.
Nice to meet you guys. Congratulations for the new record.
Thank you.
Eu vou perguntar em português. Tá? Eu sou Dona Punk, meu nome é Úrsula. E ele falou em novos caminhos. E isso deu pra perceber bem claro na audição, assim, que eles mantêm a coisa do Papo Roach, mas que dá pra ver que eles trabalharam bastante melodias. A gente percebeu uma faixa ali um pouquinho puxada pro punk. A gente sentiu algumas diferenciais de alguns outros álbuns. Se isso realmente ocorreu naturalmente ou se foi mesmo trabalhado nessa ideia de mudar caminhos.
She said like on this album you could feel it's a Papo Roach album, but at the same time there are like new paths that the band is taking. Is that on purpose or by accident?
Always.
Absolutely deliberate.
Yeah, we wanted to just go explore new musical territory and just see where, you know, what we could discover together and just see what new sounds that can come out of us that feel authentic. And I think this one is very, very adventurous. Probably our most diverse album. Musical ADD, if you will.
Most eclectic.
Esse é o disco mais eclético deles até agora, você entendeu, né?
Sim.
Então eles fazem questão de procurar novos caminhos, uma coisa que a banda tenta sempre inovar no som e conseguiram.
Also, another thing that we explored on this album is a lot more major key music in a major key. We write a lot of our stuff in minor, so it's darker sounding, whereas this record has more stuff that's in major key, so it's kind of uplifting feeling.
Tem uma diferença nas harmonias desse disco comparado com os outros. Os outros discos as músicas são em escala menor, que deixa o som menos melódico, mais sombrio, talvez. E dessa vez eles fizeram mais num sentido de escalas maiores, que deixa as melodias mais sounding like
Uplifting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Mais alegres, happier in a way.
Yeah, in a sense.
Vai lá.
Hello.
R.I.P. Stan Lee. Yep.
Yes. Marcos, obrigado à música. Aproveitando o gancho da Úrsula, tem essa parte melódica, até alguns pontos meio do pop punk assim. Gostaria de saber o que eles ouviram como influência e como que é eles lançarem um disco, uma obra hoje em dia que está tão em alta lançar singles.
You guys, he noticed that the songs are different, like sound a little bit different. But what were you guys listening when you wrote that? Did the music that you were listening to influence somehow the changes in the sound?
I mean, for me, it's important to always kind of disconnect from other music in a sense. There's bands that I like that inspire me, you know, but it's like when we go into the studio, it's almost like we just have to look inward in a sense of where can you go with creativity. You know, but there are some newer bands that have inspired me as a writer. You know, there's a group called Grandson that I think is fucking awesome. I really like that band, Bring Me the Horizon, Beartooth. But are we trying to emulate those bands? I don't think that is. But it's just music that makes me fucking move and I feel it, you know. But I definitely think that this record is a deep look within.
Eles ouvem muitas coisas novas como Barefoot ou Grandson, Bill Bring Me the Horizon. Eles sempre procuram ouvir bandas novas, sempre estão conhecendo bandas novas, mas quando eles entram para gravar um disco, eles tentam se desconectar de tudo que está rolando fora do estúdio e tentam olhar para dentro.
Pillow fight.
Quando eles entram no estúdio, eles tentam se isolar um pouco do resto do mundo para tentar fazer um som bem original. Thanks.
Nando's fucking killing
We
it.
love Nando over here, man. He's great.
We know each other for such a long time.
Longer answers. Come on. We gotta...
Yep.
Sobre lançar uma obra no momento do
So you're releasing like a new album at the moment that people are more interested in releasing singles. How's that?
This might be the last time we do this.
I'm interested in albums and I'm interested in singles.
Yeah.
I'm just interested in creating music, but being in a rock band, we love the format of a full album. Just feels good. I like EPs too, as well though, you know, when people drop like a 5-song EP, I'm like, ooh, that's fresh. You know, and so EPs might be a cool way to move in the future.
Eles gostam bastante do formato de... Eles gostam, na verdade, de todos os formatos como consumidores de música. Eles gostam muito dos singles e dos EPs. Eles gostam quando uma banda lança um EP de 4, 5 músicas, sempre dá a impressão de uma coisa nova, uma coisa fresca. E é um formato que eles provavelmente vão lançar no futuro. Mas como fã de rock, eles sempre gostam do formato de álbum e vão continuar também trabalhando nesse sentido.
Yeah, Nando.
Was it right? Good?
Yes, great translation. Word for word.
Eles foram uma das primeiras bandas a misturar o rap com o metal, com o rock. E agora, nesses dias, a moçada mais jovem prefere escutar o rap que o rock, que tá ficando uma coisa mais velha. Onde que ele acha que o rock errou, que a rebeldia foi pro rap e a coisa de velho foi pro rock?
You're one of the first bands to merge rock and hip hop and rap. And today the kids are listening to more rap and the rebellious characteristics is more related to rap today, and the kids that listen to rock, the older people that listen to rock are more like less rebellious. Was there any mistake on the way, like were the rockers, like rock bands, make any kind of mistake to make that happen, like young kids more related to rap instead of rock?
I don't know.
That's just something that came out, right?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up listening to hip hop and rock, and we just naturally gravitated towards the blending the two. Just felt natural for us, you know, listening to like Beastie Boys and, you know,
Wu-Tang.
and Metallica,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. So it just kind of was like that way that we listened to music, and so I think you'd be more surprised as to how diverse people's music palettes are. My kids, they listen to like Lil Yachty and fucking Suicide Boys and Papa Roach and Falling in Reverse and Slipknot. You know what I mean? So I feel like people nowadays are just more open, at least from my perspective. But you know, genre specific, like, you know, I understand like genres are, you know, we just listen to metal, or we just listen to punk, or we just fuck the walls.
Usually only.
As far as the attitude goes though, I don't give a shit.
Ele entende que tem gente que ouve só um determinado estilo de música e tal, mas eles sempre tiveram a cabeça aberta, principalmente eles sempre tiveram essa mentalidade de ouvir rock e rap ao mesmo tempo. Ele acha que as novas gerações, a molecada, por exemplo, os filhos dele ouvem todo tipo de música, inclusive rock, rap e até pop. Então as pessoas têm uma diversidade de estilos muito maior hoje em dia, para menos preconceito também.
Gostaria de saber a concepção da capa, achei interessante. Lembra até um disco do David Gilmour. Assim.
Disco do quê?
Lembra um pouco do disco do David Gilmour, do Pink Floyd.
So how did you make the cover, the album cover? What is
That's
that?
actually, we can't tell you whose hand that is. Because we don't even know.
So we started working with this guy, Darren Craig, good friend of mine for years and years, since way back in the day. He's a creative director, art guru, all things art. And so he's done some of our music videos, and he did the album artwork for Crooked Teeth. Wanted to work with him again, and so I like collaborating with artists that have a vision of their own, and I'm a fan of his art, and so we got together and played him the record, and we just kept having this vision of water. He's like, I don't know, I just feel like this water needs to be involved with this record. In a sense, I'm like, all right, like let's just see what you got. And he came back with these bunch of different elements, and this was one of the options for the album cover, and I just kind of like the way it looks, where it's got this kind of wave swell happening, and then in the back you see like this hand reaching up, and it just represents to me like the beauty of the struggle, in a sense, you know what I mean? And but I think this art is to be interpreted how you like to interpret it. I don't want to tell you the meaning for it, but
Ele acha que cada um deve interpretar de uma maneira, né? Ele não quer que as pessoas vejam do jeito que ele vê, mas esse trabalho foi feito por um amigo dele de muitos anos, Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, yes.
Yeah, que já fez...
Darren Craig. Daniel Craig is 007.
That was. It'd be cool if he did our artwork too.
Yeah.
James
Well,
Bond.
it sounds the same.
James Bond did our fucking album
Almost
cover.
the same.
Sorry.
Ok. Darren Craig. É o cara que fez a capa, e ele já tinha trabalhado com a banda em outros vídeos. Ele fez o Crooked Teeth, que é o disco anterior. E depois que eles ouviram o disco juntos, ele falou que o disco lembrava a água e queria alguma coisa relacionada à água. E aí ele mostrou várias imagens e eles gostaram bastante dessa. Not Daniel Craig. Darren.
It'd be cool if it was Daniel Craig.
People with the same name.
Hey, for the record, it's Daniel Craig. 007, the fucking album cover.
He didn't even know he did it.
Nope, he was that undercover.
That's his hand.
Undercover.
It is now.
Of the album.
Yes, he's under the cover. You actually open the album up and he pops out. Sorry. It's the coffee.
Dude, no, I just had one little fucking thing. I'm like, woo! Ah!
And I still have your Red Bull here.
Oh, I'm just gonna do more coffee. It's like cocaine here. It's fucking strong. Next question.
Você fala.
O show deles é muito intenso. Hoje eles tocam em grandes festivais ou para grandes audiências. São, na verdade, duas perguntas. O que mudou para eles, fora o tamanho da plateia, ao entrar no palco, e que eles citassem 3 shows? Um que eles sempre se lembram, um que eles querem esquecer e o que eles lembram do Rock in Rio.
He's saying that your performance live is very intense, and you guys have evolved in terms of audiences. You guys have more and more. You play like huge festivals, or your own shows, or like have a lot of people too. So he wanted to ask you like about 3 shows: the unforgettable show, the one that you want to forget, and qual é foi
O Rock in Rio.
and about Rock in Rio, when you played Rock in Rio in early 2000.
Rock in Rio was amazing. That was such a freaking blast. Partying with Queens of the Stone Age and the Foo Fighters guys was really cool. Riding in a helicopter over this sea of people. I've never seen an audience that big before in my life. And I was like, we're never going to play in front of an audience bigger than this. And guess what we did? We did it in Poland.
Really?
Yeah. It was like
Ele falou que ele
250,000.
tava,
Oh,
sorry, né?
It was big.
Ele falou que Rock in Rio foi inacessível, que eles fizeram festa com os caras do Guns N' Roses, do Foo Fighters, e eles andaram de helicóptero sobre o público, e ele falou que, putz, foi o maior público que eu já vi na vida, e a gente nunca vai tocar para um público maior do que esse, mas acabou que eles acabaram tocando para um público maior na Polônia. When was that, you remember, in Poland?
Poland was 2010.
Yeah, some years
Em
ago.
2010.
So that was
Sorry, yeah, I just interrupted you.
That's good though. I was thinking,
the Polish
Otherwise, I would just
Polish Woodstock.
Polish would
Yeah, so we.
Eles tocaram no
Was that the
Woodstock,
most
né?
memorable? That will say that
That's
was
the most memorable for me.
yeah, most memorable.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Polish Woodstock.
So we got,
Boom,
the, we
parlay.
got the deal memo, you know, that says capacity. Did it say 500,000?
Yeah, 500,000.
500,000, and we were like, that must be a typo, maybe 50,000.
Eles receberam o tourbook que falava da capacidade do lugar, que era 500 mil pessoas. Eles acharam que era um erro de digitação. Que, tudo bem, deve ser 50 mil pessoas.
So I went out there earlier in the day, and it's just this massive area with about, I don't know, maybe 1,000 people there. And we were like, oh man, this is gonna suck. The stage was huge, so many lights, everything. And then I didn't go back out until we went to play, and we went to play, and it was just like 370,000 people.
Quando eles chegaram, eles viram uma área gigantesca e mais ou menos umas 1.000 pessoas e um palco enorme. Eles falaram, putz, vai ser horrível, vai estar vazio, não sei o quê. Mas da hora que eles foram tocar, tinham 370 mil pessoas.
Yeah, so we were standing there before we went on, looking out, just going, holy shit,
Yeah.
they showed up.
Wow.
And there's like a forest out in the distance, and people just would camp out, and they just come out of the forest. Like people of the trees,
Nos
man.
fundos tinha uma floresta, assim, as pessoas começaram a sair da floresta, parecia que as pessoas saíam das árvores para o show.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube, Polish Woodstock.
Tá no YouTube,
And
essas
it's
imagens.
just something to see. Like, they have it every year, and I've heard that they've had like up to like 1 million people there, which I don't even know where those people fit.
Falaram
But
que tem todos
Off
os
the
anos
shoulders of the people that are there.
they go up.
Eles falaram que já teve uma edição que eles divulgaram o número de 1 milhão de pessoas, eles não sabiam onde as pessoas estavam, ele falou que de repente uma em cima das outras.
It's just crazy to see, like, even if you watch one video, like when they pan out, you see the crowd, it's just,
Como
it's,
você vê os vídeos, as imagens do festival, quando eles abrem, né, a fotografia, o quadro, você vê a quantidade de gente realmente impressionante.
what's one we should forget?
I don't know.
Well, here's the weird thing, like the other night in Colombia, we had a lot of trouble with our ears. No, it's just because of our own electronics, and you can't like make let people see that. So we were all like going, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
happening?"
here it's going.
And all this shit going on, and you're just like, "Ah! I hope we just hold it together," you know. And it's a big festival.
It was
Eles
amazing.
fizeram um festival na Colômbia que estava dando um problema super sério no in-ear deles, que ficava um ruído super incomodando bastante. Eles não paravam de tocar, não podiam parar de tocar, mas aquela sensação horrível de não estar se ouvindo.
It's hard to say though, because like it was a great show. Like the fans, the crowd, I think liked it, but we were in our own heads, like shit, you know, like. And you don't have a second chance when stuff's going wrong, so.
Não tinha como arrumar, porque durante o show já estava rolando. Eles falaram que o show foi bem legal, o público estava super entusiasmado, mas que isso atrapalhou um pouco.
I don't know if that's a good one that we should forget.
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
You know.
I already forgot it. Where were we?
Se eles já esqueceram, inclusive.
Ronaldo, aproveitando o gancho dos shows, pergunta se eles se lembram do show que eles fizeram 2 anos atrás aqui em São Paulo, no Tropical Butantã, que no meio do show acabou a luz e eles terminaram o show no escuro.
You remember the last show you did in São Paulo, that the lights faded out and you did like half of the show
Oh,
in
yeah,
the dark?
I do remember
The crowd
that.
was still great.
Dude, that happened to us in Czechoslovakia just recently too, man.
Czech Republic.
Or wherever. Czech Republic. Sorry. Where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing went out. And if somebody would have been touching one of the light rigs, they would have been probably disintegrated. Because
But those are memorable.
The city, like
Yeah, so you remembered, you're like, fuck,
threw
it's
so
in the
much
dark.
power into it, and it blew all of our lights.
Eles tiveram problema similar na
Did they ever
República
talk to the
Tcheca.
promoter of that place and figure that shit out?
Yeah, I don't know.
We probably left going, fuck this place, man. Fucking get your shit together.
Yeah.
You fucking coming back. Look at us, here we are, we're back.
Eles tiveram problema similar na República Tcheca quando teve uma descarga muito grande de luz, que se alguém estivesse encostando na quadra de luz teria virado pó. Mas também fizeram show no escuro. You like to play with that?
I like to do a lot of things in the dark.
Yeah.
Eles gostam de tocar no escuro. I can translate. I can say.
Say whatever you want.
You could say it, we don't even know, huh?
Tell them,
No, they know.
I'll back it.
It's fine.
Legal, acho que ele lembra do Stanley e tal. O Stanley tem muita relação com o rock, né? Lançou inclusive com a Marvel, Kiss, Alice Cooper, teve relação com os Beatles também, com a McCartney, sabe? Qual é, na visão deles, a importância do Stanley para a cultura pop e para o rock?
As you mentioned Stan Lee, what is the importance? Like this guy, he had this connection with rock stars and rock music in general. What do you guys have what do you think when you say Stan Lee?
I have so many friends that were so into that when they were kids. Like I was more into music, so, but I appreciate like his whole complete creation of a crazy universe. It's like coming out of here, man. It's pretty intense, and I really enjoy the movies and his movies, but I never, as a kid, I never followed really comic books, but I know that there's such a deep appreciation for him and what he's created.
Ele falou que muitos amigos dele eram viciados nos personagens e tal. Ele estava sempre mais conectado com a música, mas ele acha impressionante o universo que o cara criou e os filmes também. Ele assistiu e se divertiu com os filmes.
Hey, same two guys. All right.
All the same is the same way.
You speak for the nation.
O que eu queria perguntar para eles, nós estávamos conversando um pouquinho aqui antes. Eu queria que ele definisse alguns países e como é a plateia daqueles países. Por exemplo, como é o Brasil, como é a Argentina, como é o Chile, Estados Unidos,
Japão.
Japão.
Difference from each country that you visit by the audience that attend to the shows? Is that like anything specific in the US or in South America or in Europe or in...
Yes, most definitely. You know, each territory has its own vibe and spirit and energy, and we tend to find that whenever we're in Latin countries, people just, there's a fire. You know what I'm talking about. You know,
You guys like drink hot sauce.
It's just a, it's just,
Sempre que eles vêm para a América do
it's a good
Sul,
vibe.
eles sentem que tem eles com certeza identificam diferenças nos públicos. Na América do Sul em particular, parece que eles tomam pimenta antes de ir no show. Bebem pimenta fica pegando fogo.
Show no Brasil é melhor que show na Argentina?
Is it better than Brazil to play in Brazil than it is to play in Argentina?
Ooh.
I mean, that's close.
I don't know, dude. We were just in Buenos Aires and on the last run, and if I had to put Buenos Aires against our show in, I don't know. It was Porto Alegre, and then there was São Paulo.
Yeah. Equally intense
É
crowds.
difícil porque
Yeah, that
o
was
público
good
da Argentina
diplomatic
também, no show deles, não pode ser mentira, é um público realmente bem caloroso.
I just, to be honest, like some of the most unenergetic crowds are in the United States.
Porque uma das
Like the
menos-
more like, we're just like gonna chill here with our beer and just be like,
das menos energéticas é nos Estados Unidos, que os caras ficam
I'm like,
concentrados.
fucking in Germany, everybody's
E a gente
drinking
imagina,
and mosh pitting, and in the UK, it's like it's just more wild outside of the US. French
mas-
Canada is fucking crazy.
O Canadá, a parte francesa do Canadá é bem louca e sempre que eles vão para a Alemanha, a Inglaterra também. Os Estados Unidos realmente é o lugar que eles menos, o público é menos energético.
A gente
Maybe
acha que é o
because they're
Japão.
used to, you're like home.
Yeah, maybe they're just jaded or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we have great shows. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, you know, there's different levels.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Não, os shows são sempre muito bons, mas só que não é o mesmo padrão de energia que a galera acostumada nos outros países.
Posso ir? Não posso?
Boa?
Não, tem mais uma.
Oi? Fala aí, mano.
Gente, mais uma pergunta.
Tá. Ele já falou das influências deles. Agora eu queria que eles falassem de bandas que falaram que são influenciadas por eles. Como se eles se sentem nessa...
You already mentioned your bands that influenced you, but how about the bands that mention you as their influence? What have you heard that you're proud to influence so many
Lots
artists?
of bands. I mean, Beartooth being one of them. They're kind of a newer band.
Yeah, of Mice and Men is another band
Mice and
that's
Men.
Mice and Men, Back to
Bring Me the Horizon. Some of those cats was listening to P. Roach shouting us out. We did a show in
Mas como eles se sentem?
London, and they all came up to the show. We played our first album for the 15-year anniversary of it. We played the first album in its entirety, and they came out and they were like, "Oi, it's great." It's like, "Oi."
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I think it's fucking awesome. It's
really cool,
totally rad. We love it.
Yeah, it's because it's not like we went away. You know what I mean? We've just been
Porque eles
Just
nunca, na
touching
verdade,
through it,
a
just
sensação
keeping at it.
que eles nunca pararam, né? Então essa é acho que a recompensa que eles sentem por ter